Hello there, everybody. This is Motherfreaking here, and welcome to a game called Miles Edgeworth. He's Attorney Investigations. And I decided to play this game because, one, I am a Phoenix Wright fan, and then also Miles Edgeworth is darn awesome, and you all would see why. But for right now, let's go ahead and rock this thing and see if we can become the most awesomest prosecutor ever. Okay. Yes, turnabout visitor, yes. I'm sorry for the way that the screen is gonna look when you see this video. I tried my best. After all, I am using a 3DS emulator. So there's gonna be so I did the best I could. Okay. That's the job of the prosecutor after all. Man, freaking I missed it. That may be true, but why? I mean, that may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough. But a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. You mother ever, you're seriously gonna get it. Nobody murders a person in Miles Edgeworth's office. I am a prodigy among prosecutors. Man, I'm gonna have to give him a dude like, a dude like freaking voice. Okay, here we go. March 14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's Building, 12th floor hallway. It's hard to believe that I have been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has... I really gotta figure out a voice for Miles Edgeworth. But no, I'm gonna do my best. Since he has a caveat, so I'm gonna give him possibly like this. Yeah, I'm possibly gonna give him something like this. Yeah. Maybe I'll change the voice and stuff in future episodes if you all want me to do this. Okay. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? What's the smell? It's very familiar. Blood? What the? Uh-oh, there's a dead body here. What's the meaning of this? Freeze! Identify yourself. Nana! You get some. Yeah, you get some nerve. Come in and murder in the prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. Why? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. Oh, F yeah. Edgeworth is awesome. He freaking got a gun to his back and then he is like, B-word please, I've been through a lot worse. Which technically Miles Edgeworth has. He has like death threats against him before. There is indeed, he did the trial that he thought that he committed murder he committed his murder's father. He went through heck. So having a gun to his back is not that much. It's like a flea compared to what Edgeworth has been through. And I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home, after a month abroad, I would be thrust into a multitude of cases and some very frantic busy days. Okay, room 1202. When I finished the photo, okay, I definitely gotta give him a New York accent, yeah. I'm genius. Photographic and fake body, sir. Very well, please continue your investigation. Yes, sir. It's Detective Gumshoe. Nice. Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, let's see here. He's like a freaking big guy, so we gotta give him a Rocky Balboa style voice. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran here straight away. This is Detective Gumshoe. He is the detective with the precinct, and the ones they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine, however. Look at what they did to your office. It's totally trashed. I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt. Well, no one. Okay, screenshot time. Okay, one sec. Okay, sorry about that. I should have remembered my recording hotkeys to begin with. Sorry about that. Okay. Whoa, like you're getting really burned over this whole thing. The crime scene was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Ho ho. Ho ho. Man, I haven't been doing videos in quite some time that I forgot. Forgot my, somewhat bodacious voice acting skills. Alright. That's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, it's time to do some investigating. Agreed. First course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. Man, darn it! We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. If so, I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, sir. I mean, you can't really. It's just coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. The key to the office. Key to your office? What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic? By finding the connection between the two pieces of information. And connecting the new information is born. That is the end result of using logic. How do you use it? Gumshoe. First, I recall the information through the logic button and connect them together. Now to touch the logic button. Okay, touch the logic button. Okay. Okay, is it really a coincidence that yeah, okay, so this one and this one and connect. For security reasons, all prosecutor doors are outfitted with locks. What kind of locks? Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Technically, it's not. Like, there's a lot of people that knows how to pick locks. There we go. It's impossible for it to dismiss the location of this crime as a mere coincidence. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after? You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. Well, yes. Well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, the information doesn't line up with line up properly. I may stray far from the truth. Okay, so this is what this is. I do believe this thing here is like making sure that you're not straying from the truth. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Okay, well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir. Okay, get investigation. The basics of any good investigation is to examine everything. I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply touch the exam button. Oh, and if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just touch the partner button. I'll give you great precise and ace as an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. I'm possibly not gonna touch that button. Examine. Oh, they even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games. I had no idea you were interested in chess. Actually, I'm actually pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at checkers. I thought I'd give chess a try. Edgeworth, you're definitely an awesome friend. Well, I suppose in this case, I could set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect games to tax my mental acuity much. Okay, examine. They finished photographing the body, so it should be, oh, it's Edgeworth. They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've examined every suspicious nook and cranny. Okay, the hand. The hand needs to be examined. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. It looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir. In other words, he was shot. Yep, and until the autopsy is done, I don't think we'll get much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Okay. Are you going to be okay with keeping track of evidence you find, sir? Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. If I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, but to touch the organizer button, which is this, but the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in too. It is probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Okay, this. His wallet. What do we have here? Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. It's a police badge, detective. Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinkydink. Yes, let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you. Okay, examine the books. Your files all over the floor, sir. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. And I tried so hard to keep the place spotless while you were away. I mean, this is just rendered all the time and effort I put into pointless. I don't ever recall asking you to clean my room. Edgeworth, you freaking said in the beginning that you were hoping that Detective Gumshoe was going to clean your room and making it spotless and stuff. Edgeworth, you're so hypocritical sometimes. Well, I watered the flowers every day just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning it to the list of the weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I come in and clean this place till it sparkles. Does he have a life? Can I examine that? Okay, looks like I think we have indeed. Okay, what about the bookcases? I don't believe it. I packed those files so neatly in the shelf so tight. That's not even an earthquake could make them fall. Oh, just look at him. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. A problem to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back upon the shelf. Okay. Okay, so what about this gun? Can I examine the gun? What do you have here? Perhaps the murder weapon? If so, it would be the killer made the escape after disposing the gun here. I think I've seen one of these before. Can you enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model, I think. Detective. I don't really like guns that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, do you see this model around the precinct? A lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So this is the same exact type of revolver as the one issued by this precinct's detectives. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of permanent information. Now to calmly use some logic and to figure out if any of them connected to each other. Okay, one second, everyone. I have to save the game since I am using an emulator. It's totally different. There you go. Sorry about that, everyone. I really should figure out this emulator's save hotkey. Okay. So we gotta go to logic. Okay, let's see here. The killer's goal. Ah. The victim was a detective. And a revolver. And this one. Yes, connect. The revolver. The standard model issued by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir. On it right now, sir. Excuse me, pal. What we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir, the guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Which means that the killer would have to have knowledge of police officers and how they get their guns, or how they get the guns out of the holster. They really gotta have knowledge of that. Or the victim must have had a gun, got it out of the holster, and then a freaking killer took that weapon. Like the Rush Hour thing with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker when Jackie Chan disarmed Chris Tucker. That was awesome. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. I've always say you've got to look really carefully at each of the pieces of evidence. You can use the scroll wheel to rotate, and there's a thing. And no such thing as a bad angle. Use the sidebar or the X and Y arrows to zoom in and out at the nitty gritty. Okay, so let's go ahead and examine the bullets. It looks like only one round was fired from this. Wow, so the killer killed the Vic just one shot after wrestling the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh? Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to the Jim? Overly dramatic much? He is definitely overly dramatic. Are you alright? Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be! It's the dude. I gotta give him the dude accent. Okay. Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body. Don't talk about him. He's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned into the night. Turned in for the night. Sure, just blood-stained suit, pal. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Aren't you the prosecutor? Why, yes, I am Shock's partner, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office. Yes, let's come in. Then it was you. You're the one who killed Jim. Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not. I will not, bro. I know how things work around here. My prosecutor's office's doors have all the locks built into them, and the only owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Miles. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip the whole time. And the key to the door was with me the entire time. So the only one who would get in here was me. Ho ho ho. Uh-oh. You should not have said that, Dick Gumshoe. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what it means. So it was you then. You're Jim's killer. No way, pal. You got it all wrong. Everybody calm down. Missed appointment, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun, and it is too early to be drawing conclusions. Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now about the handshake to seal the deal. Edgeworth doesn't do handshakes. Yeah, Edgeworth doesn't do handshakes because he's sort of like a germaphobe. He is afraid to touch people's hands and stuff. If I'm indeed correct. You can tell that he could be that because of how he wants everything to be clean. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. It's your room after all. Thank you, I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there, sir. Yeah, it's like your brother. I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner Jim. Melodramatic much? I should probably give them some space. Okay, what about talk? Do you have anything to report? Sir, yes. Sir, yes, sir. Out of the ordinary right now. And yet there's something on the ordinary right in front of my eyes. Talk about a contradiction. Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more. Okay, what about that picture? Oh, your jacket, sir! What's it doing on the floor? It must have fallen from the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing around. So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well. They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? What if they had shot through it? It would have been a disaster. Oh, heck yeah it would. I would love to wear a jacket like that. It's not worth getting worked up for, detective. Not when there's something more here. Like what? Like taking you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There's a giant contradiction right here, right in front of us. Really? Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm sorry to sound like him. Ah, he's thinking of Phoenix Wright. Ah. He's thinking about Phoenix Wright. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way, not the Phoenix Wright way. When the scene of the crime when the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that is when my deductive skills comes into play. First, I have to find the spot that contradicts and holds the contradiction. That bullet hole. That bullet hole. That's it. The bullet hole where the contradiction lies. When I spot something, I deduce. And when I have found the sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. Okay, so we gotta point out that the gun that was used by one shot fire. We present that evidence. This bullet hole is a contradiction. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. First fell onto the victim, and the second fell on this frame. Hey, that's right. Which means it should have been 2 shots fired, but the cylinder only showed 1, which means someone must have reloaded the gun. Yeah, someone must have reloaded the gun and only put 1 bullet in order to cover up their tracks. Hey, that's true too. Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Oh, so it's not from the same gun, it's from a different gun. Which means that which means someone else must have had a gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? By the way, I've noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? Ah, that. It's a secret safe. A secret safe? Oh, I smell money. I'll just spare us the trouble and say it. Nothing like what you're imagining inside. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way. Roger that. Ah! It's so dusty. I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea there was a safe here, or I would have kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put that thing in? No, it wasn't something installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session. That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams of finding awesome amounts of money. Okay, search secret safe. Okay, I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny. This. Now this is odd. You found something, sir? The keypad, don't you find it to be a bit too clean? Yeah, there is a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. You there, forensic scientist. Sir, could you please dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir. A couldn't find, let alone a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Secret status was updated in the organizer. As I thought, it appears that logic is the only way around the setback. Tied to rationally and calmly connect the pieces, connect the dots with the information we have. Okay, so now that we gotta use logic. Okay, here we go. Okay. White fingerprints to killer's goal. Okay, maybe, let's see, another handgun, sign of struggle. Okay, let's try white fingerprints in the killer's goal. And connect. I thought so. Yes! I believe I have figured out what the murder was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime. Signs of a struggle and theft. And connect this. Yep. Man, am I good? Oh, there's definitely a possibility that files splayed on the floor. Then that's a result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, you mean it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir, I'm gonna shelve files like you've never seen before, even at the library. Sure, let's give that a try. Why do all the good ones? Why do all the good ones die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how much we lament the dead, will not come back to life. All we can do is search for the truth. And what are we supposed to do? How are we gonna find out about the truth? Finding the truth. First, we can calmly restore the files to their rightful place. Got it. Here, let me help. Okay, so this file goes here, and this file goes here. You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office. Because I'm the one who keeps the tiny pal, okay? Done. It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here. The bloodstains on the bookshelves are still fresh. I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, since the prints were there on the shelf. And then the guy fell onto his floor, right? The blood on the floor is kinda grossing me out. To the gumshoe, I don't have time to deal with your weak stomach right now. Okay, but you know I am no good with blood, sir. I'm certain that there's something wrong with this picture. Okay. Examine the blood. It appears that the victim was in a sitting position. So that's why the seat of the victim's pants were blood on. That would be the logical conclusion. What about this handprint? It appears that the victim was in the sitting position. Oh, okay. Okay, what about this handprint here? The victim's handprints. He must have tried to support himself with the hands after being shot. There are prints on the floor. Those must have been made when unable to stay standing, when he dropped to the floor. Okay, what about the files? Oh, there's a bullet hole here. So this is where the bullet lodged itself after it went through the victim, huh? For the bullet to be lodged so squarely in the file's spine. Indicates that the files were ransacked after the shooting had occurred. Then I guess the victim moved because he was in the killer's way. Okay, once again, I gotta save it, everyone. Okay. There we go. Okay, now then, we can, let's see, do we deduce? Deduce. Oh. Okay, maybe that bullet hole. Deduce. The gun? Okay, let's check the gun. Examine. To think that it was so easy to take a life with just a pull of a trigger. You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns. Oh, but I love the ones that they use to track field meets and races. If you could take off before it's fired, everyone's always ends up following your lead. To chase you down for a false start, detective. Now that you mention it, see, when I finish, I've always wind up in last place. Okay, back. Present the gun. This is clearly where the contradiction lies. No, fudge! You don't understand. There lies the contradiction. No! Oh no! That was me keeping on with Okay, okay, organizer. Okay, logic. Okay, there's no other handgun. Examine. Okay. Okay, I put them all back just as they should be, sir. Doesn't it look like anything missing? Although it does look like the killer moved the body, so to flip my shelves. I wonder if they found what they were looking for. I think they are. Oh, wait a minute. Examine that. Examine. Killer moved the body. It was leaning against the bookshelf. Blood on this guy's pants. Okay. Okay. The shoe. What about the shoe? Huh. Okay, what about the pull-up? Okay, what about this? Okay, what about this? Huh. Huh. Okay, there's definitely a bullet here. Examine that. Huh. Organizer? Huh. Noticed anything? Just that I rushed over and heard something about your officer. The investigation just started, so I guess you're the one that found the body, Mr. Edgeworth. Unfortunately, upon my return, I found my office door to be unlocked. And what awaited me inside was this messy affair. I'll show how to be rough. Even though I left the security of this room to a certain detective. Sorry, sir. What about Portman? Let me talk to Portman. It's a Portman. A word if I may. Oh, Jim. Your laughter smile. Was he ever laugh again? But don't worry, Jim. I'll joke around enough for the both of us. You'll see. He's not listening. Mr. Portman is in his own little world, it seems. Examine the desk. Oh, how I missed you. It's so tidy that it looks newer than when I first bought it. Yeah, that's just the thing I polished it up to make the mirrors jealous. Don't tell me you had no other work than the entire time I was a detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. And you did such a good job protecting that. Then a murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sir. I had to admit the desk has never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay. Edgeworth, if you're using your office, okay, what about that tea set? Watch out for the teacup fragments around here, sir. The killer is going to pay this tea set. Yeah, yikes. You're really mad about this. This tea set is very dear to my heart, and it can only be bought in England. It costs more than your month's paycheck. What? Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. Okay, we gotta save it again. There we go. Okay. There's something wrong with this picture. Huh. Let me see. Okay, this. Okay, deduce. Oh. Okay, maybe this. Okay, and this maybe. Eureka! This is clearly where the contradiction. No! Fudge! Dang it, I thought that was it. Okay. Luckily for me, I saved it. Let's try to deduce this. Nope. Okay, do I have anything in my logic? No, I don't have anything in my logic. Okay. Okay. Okay, what about that? We deduce this. Eureka! Nope! Okay. Okay. The handprint? Can I examine the handprint? Okay, what about the deuce? Deduce this? Eureka! Fudge me! This is not going so well. Okay. Okay. What was that? Okay. On the file spine after the shooting had occurred. Okay, deduce. Okay, there's nothing for me to deduce. Not even seeing files missing or anything. Okay. Okay. Keep this handprint? Was this thing the same thing? Unless I tried to support him, so... Okay, let's try to deduce that. Eureka! Nope. Okay. Luckily for me, I saved the game. Nope. There really must be something missing. Crime scene oddity. So any keen insight detected? I've noticed that you haven't found anything odd about the crime scene yet. That's unlikely, sir. If you spot something like that seems off, you should check it out. All you have to do is to put your cursor over where you can see a contradiction. And the deduce button, but after that you're still gonna back up your hunch. Pick a piece of evidence from the present. Easy. Alright, which is why you explained this. No, not really. But hey, that's what you're here for, Edgeworth. gets into the jiffy. Beaming overconfidence as he has no settled deep cries for resistance. Okay, back. Okay, what about you, mister? Please, I need absolute silence. Dusting prints at a crime scene. It's most sacred. A man loves this job, maybe a bit too much. Oh. Okay, there's only this. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, okay, let's try this out again. Okay. Okay, I'm certain that there's something in this wrong with this picture. Okay. Huh. Huh. Okay, what about that handprint? Okay. 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 Huh. Okay, deduce. I don't have that much evidence. Not that. I think I understand. Okay, I think I understand. The victim must have been behind this. He deduced that bullet hole. Eureka! There we go! Yes! I knew it! I should have went with that the whole time. Okay, clearly a contradiction here. With this bullet hole. What do you mean, sir? You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. And the victim was shot in the stomach. The hole should be much higher up. But what if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir? That would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf after he was being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was being shot. That means... Wait, does that mean, sir? It means you need to use your brain every once in a while, instead of mind detective. In any case, it means that someone made a faulty assumption. And that it was from the mistake that a current contradiction was born. What is a faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position? The position of the body. If the victim was shot while lying down... Wait, didn't you just know? Fudge! You said the victim leaned against you after being shot. Fudge! Trying to be nice and explain my complex thought. No. Oh really? Thanks for thinking of me, sir. Good, I don't think he's noticed my mistake. Okay, so it's not the position of the body. It would have to be the order of the files, maybe. Yeah, the guy was looking for something. Maybe the position of the handprints? The order of the files. I believe that the order of the files is a bit off. You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir. Oh yeah, O-A, O-B, O-C, O-D, O-E. Like, see? Like, see this and this? Yeah, see, the order of the files is definitely off. Yeah, you see here? Now the files that were shot to begin with the number O. What are those, all those doing here? After 1 and 2 and 3. Way down there, 1, 2, and 3, that's really weird. Actually, the way they are organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye. But the numbers are all out of order. Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in the order when the crime occurred. Ah, so they're special files, so they had to be filed differently. Ah, so that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as he did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what comes out. Yeah, oh, I see, because it's O, P, Q, R, S, that kind of thing. Ah. It'll be okay to put the body back to how it was moved. They finished the process at the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. So if you please, Detective Gumshoe. The suspect acted the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith. And when the files were put back in numerical order, I guess. Exactly. Then proceeded to shoot the victim. But why would someone kill a man then, looking through your files one more time? Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice. Once before and once after the crime. But why? And now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give another look. Okay. And now... examine. There must be some reason why the victim's body was moved. But there's no time to ponder that now. Let us continue with our investigation, Detective. Roger that, sir. I'm raring to go. Key the files. Examine. As I suspect, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. And we figured out that the killer went through your bookshelf twice. Indeed, there are many things the killer did, and that makes sense. But to figure out why, so we need more information. What about logic? Files are in disarray. Another handgun. No. Like, could that actually be it? Huh. Okay, what about examine? The handprints belong to the victim, right? That makes sense of the body's position. Yeah, he had to left them when he was trying to support himself after he was being shot. However, the final position of the body shows that it was moved. I need to go over the crime scene with a fine-tooth comb one more time. feminine hands. There must be some reason as to why the victim's body was moved. Roger that, sir. Yeah, can't deduce. Oh. This is... What is that? Why does it have gumshoe there in blood? I'd say this is some incredibly incriminating evidence. Indicative of criminal activity, indeed. No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake. Yeah, that's true, like, Gumshoe doesn't like guns, unless it's in an emergency. Yeah, he would only use a gun unless it's an emergency. But he was also another detective. So there was no way that Gumshoe could have shot the guy. Because that would be like a police officer shooting another police officer. It appears that one of my files was stolen. Is all that, sir? What about me? Am I a situation? Is this what the killer was really after? Stolen file. Now we can use logic. Investigation complete. It looks like Jim was able to leave us with the name of his killer in the end. And the most important message managed to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. If you're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope that you have some proof to back it up. Okay, let me save it here. There you go. Okay, Jim's words were more than enough, wouldn't you say? If that's how you wanted to play, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning. Okay, it is time we F this guy up. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. And there must be something sort of a flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you going to do? What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique. Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? Yeah, may as well. Alright, first, I listen to the witness testimony. Okay, saving it again. There you go. Okay, I open the organizer and present a piece of evidence. A piece of contradictory evidence. To present something, simply touch the present button, but that's old news. But it's not like there's gonna be a flaw in their testimony every time, right? Correct. And those times I need to press the witness by touching the button, press the witnesses for detail. Sometimes by pressing the draw, we'll try out new information or modified testimony. I think I get it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during the investigations too. Very well, I'll even show how it's done. Now watch carefully. Alright, it's time to rock this guy's world and rip apart his testimony. Like, we're gonna have this piece, it's like this piece of paper here. Matter of fact, no. Let's just pretend I have a piece of paper. I'm gonna rip it up like that. Okay. Okay, Detective Gumshoe. The assault Jim's gun and shot him dead. Further, you messed up the files too to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body. That's what's sitting in front of the bookshelf. Excuse me. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters that was hiding. and it will be by his final words that he will be brought to justice. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points... Oh, yeah, I think the bloody message was referencing to the last trial of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where it could have been planted. Okay, I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest. How can you listen to the dead? Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is a culprit here. I will find a flaw in this man's logic, and then expose it with credible evidence. Okay, rebuttal. Okay. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun. Wait a minute. Okay. I can't get him back there. Press for detail. You know there is something I've been meaning to ask. What is it? Why do you call the victim Jim, when clearly his name is Buddy Faith? Isn't it obvious? Jim is a perfect name for my companion. Jacques and Jim. Don't those two names go together? Like peanut butter and jelly. But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name. Well, Jacques and Buddy just sounds off somehow. And besides, he was the third off of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim. He talks about the victim like he was his pet. Okay, do I have any portfolios? Okay, I don't think I have portfolios. Okay. Okay, further, you messed up the crime scene, messed up the files. Press. Do you really think it is necessary to disable my shelves twice to do that? That's true. Okay then, maybe his real intent was theft. Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth? It's a possibility. Maybe your salary has been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle. I'll have you know that I eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, bud. What an evil prosecutor you were paired up with. You know, what motive? No? Okay. Okay, saving it. Oh, okay. Okay. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. Okay, do we have any evidence to support that? The bullet went through clean. The body was found around 2:05 a.m. Oh. Okay, back. Press him on that. And why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way. He had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway. Well, thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters. Wait a minute. Detective Gumshoe's, okay, let me see. Present. Okay, luckily for me, I saved it ahead of time. But I don't think that is Gumshoe's handwriting. Present that.
Objection!
Yes! I'm good. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. Hey, bringing up a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem, I'm game. I can't help but to find it odd. Excuse me? Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. Yes! Oh man. Okay. Okay, I wish I know. I definitely gotta get used to recording videos again so I know how to make thumbnails. Okay. If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see if I may direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible. That's impossible, Mr. Portman. Nothing. The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner. I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines.
Objection!
That is possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters in the detective's name where the files should be is proof. Oh, yes! Now it definitely makes sense. Someone could have took the file and then written the name in blood. But in order for Detective Gumshoe to really be fully to be the culprit, then maybe the whole name would have to show up. So which means that someone definitely stole the file before it was taken. And then afterwards written in blood. If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even you could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. Oh, got him! Which means, what exactly does that make this dying message? It makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with a crime scene. Oh yeah, that's right, and also Detective Gumshoe couldn't exactly written his name in blood because he can't stand the sight of blood. That's so low. I can't believe the criminal tried to pin the whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have him under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portman. Ha 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 ha. Brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of an Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. Meh, you win some and you lose some. That's how life goes. Glad everyone is so cheery, but even though I feel more dead to life. But you know it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up, however. What is it this time? Can't you see? You're still going after me, pal? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to his office? That would be me. Uh-oh. But Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal. And that's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? I was thinking, did you know that there was one other person with the key to this office? One other person? security guards who has the master key. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? A lady? The girl is a member of this office security. Think of her as a material witness. Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal, don't! What's wrong with him all of a sudden? It's Maggie Bird! I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security. Detective Gumshoe, sir? Maggie! Miss Bird is security guard on watch tonight. I see. Your point is? My point is that she could very well have been used. Okay, and all the office building in this building. What? What? Okay, excuse me for just one moment, everybody. I got a phone call. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Had a phone call. Alright. What? If you are not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird. How dare you? I would never sneak into someone's room. That's right, I refuse to believe Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right, I did it. Can we take out the confession, Detective? It's a forced confession. He was doing a forced confession. It's like Maggie Bird and Detective Gumshoe is innocent, so he had a counter plan where if one party isn't guilty, then he'll have another one with a possible motive. You freaking... So yeah, it was me. If it was, you had no problem with that, right? Please refrain from him flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. Stop it with that jacket! Jeez! The girl is the only one who could have committed the crime. And for one simple reason. Okay, I'm Ball. Alright. I'm game. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your office using the master key. And, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as a prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who picked the dying message. So you're saying that she used a master key? Okay, down in the organizer. Okay. Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. And that's when it is now the flow of a good match always changed during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and the reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. I wonder if there is anyone else who is much more of an airhead than that guy, Miss Bird, who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portman to give me more details is to press him. Okay, so we gotta press him on this point. Okay. Well, okay then, everybody. Okay, never mind. I was about to say that maybe this would not be a good point for me to leave the video. Okay, reason of suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird isn't into your room using the master key press. Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key? There's only one person on staff at this time of night, and tonight she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird? That's true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. Wasn't able to? What does that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I hate to get sidetracked. Oh, he's hiding something. He's definitely hiding something. Because he wants to talk about something else, rather than how did the master key come up. But something unrelated. Yep, is it unrelated? Yep, you want to hear what she has to say, pal. But you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time. Ask for more detail. Not so fast. I too am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say. Didn't I just say it'll be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies. Nope, Miss Bird is not a liar. Then I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please. I discovered the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir. 1 a.m.? And what do you mean by missing? As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Mr. Portman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words. I'm not lying, sir. Objection! If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you would have the master key. Now, I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir. A likely story. And where is your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it, and then found it again. I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it. Yeah, pal, trust me. You don't want to test just how bad her luck is. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. But you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive? Didn't we already establish that? It was theft. There's no way Maggie Bird would know about case files and stuff like that. She's not... There's no way. Miss Maggie Bird is a member of security. She was once a waitress. And then she used to be a police cadet. There's no way that she would know about case numbers and court procedures. Miss Portman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that all of the evidence points towards a motive for theft. But I'm done taking blows. It is time to counterattack with a few facts of my own. Okay. There you go. Okay, her intent from the messed up shelves to the wiped down safe. Wait a minute, wiped down safe. Wiped down safe. She does not... Miss Bird is a member of security. She does not even know about the safe. Oh man, she does not even know about the safe. Objection! Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something? Why not? It's the truth. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway. That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe, the existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. Oh! I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan. Yeah, Maggie Bird doesn't even know about the safe. But she could have found out by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, the only bookshelf at the time and the safe were targeted. Ugh. Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. And that means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either. Then, you're proposing that the killer is prosecutor? Interesting conclusion. That's definitely more and more probable. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Curses! What made you? What's with the angry face all of a sudden? It's all my fault. What do you mean? It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes. How does a police detective know about that? What did you just say? We were partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him I filled him on the secret safes. That means... Yes, I know, I had only just told him too. Obviously, it was wrong for me to tell him. Yeah, you don't want to tell anyone about the prosecutor's secret safe. I can't believe it. The thief broke into your room, and Jim, probably Jim. No, he's claiming that the victim was that. The victim was that thief. And we're probably trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie? Excuse me? I mean, you are the security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession. I don't think being a security guard is risky. Maybe it is, but I don't know. If anyone out there who is a security guard, please let me know if that is true. What the? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder? Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it? No, it couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir. Plus, even if she was the thief, he wouldn't have a key to this office. Which is precisely why he had to steal it. Wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key. Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him. Mr. Portman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief? No, I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense. Has he no honor? Now when I think of it, we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out? You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office. But I am the one who's been assigned to this case. You're all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run the show. Listen, pal, how many times do we have to say it? Maggie can't be the culprit. Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself. But sir, we have no choice but to accommodate his requests for now. Haha, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now, if you can see yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful. Mark my words, Mr. Portman, we will meet again. And if that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now, don't disappoint me, you hear? To be continued. Whew. Okay, yes, we're gonna save. Alright, everyone, that is it for today's episode of Miles Edgeworth Investigations, and I'm hoping that you all had a good time, and hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. Yes! Oh, man. Okay. Okay, I wish I know. I definitely gotta get used to recording videos again so I know how to make thumbnails. Okay. If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see if I may direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible. That's impossible, Mr. Portman. Nothing. The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner. I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines. Objection! That is possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters in the detective's name where the files should be is proof. Oh, yes! Now it definitely makes sense. Someone could have took the file and then written the name in blood. But in order for Detective Gumshoe to really be fully to be the culprit, then maybe the whole name would have to show up. So which means that someone definitely stole the file after